Hey everybody, it's Amish, and today I'm here to talk to you about how the CPA business really works. And I'm sure you've heard those ridiculous claims of them telling you that you can make $1 billion a day without a website, without a product, or without a list. But you and I both know that's not really true. The fact of the matter is that CPA is a real business, and it's not gimmicky the way that some others have presented it. Many people in our community associate CPA world with fake weight loss blogs, hidden continuity, and those get-rich-quick on Google schemes. But in reality, some of the world's largest companies are using CPA legitimately on their websites every single day. Some of these companies are Walmart, Home Depot, Fandango, and 1-800-Flowers. I've even seen CPA offers on the United States government's websites. The United States Postal Service, when I went to go change my address form on their thank you page, was a bunch of CPA offers. The fact of the matter is that the CPA industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's real. So now let me show you how a real CPA business works. A long time ago, marketing expert Jay Abraham said that your business needs to be set up like a Parthenon. A Parthenon is an ancient Greek building that has a bunch of pillars on it, and it has like that triangle structure on top. Now, let me draw the triangle first, right? So what we have here is our CPA business. Right? So inside our CPA business, we have to actually structure it like a Parthenon. We need multiple pillars of traffic. Now, the first pillar I want to show you, which we talked about in the last video, right? We'll just draw one here, would be Google. So we have Google. That's our first pillar of the Parthenon, our CPA business, right? Speaking of Google, remember that campaign that I showed you about 2 days ago? Well, today is December 31st, and over the last 2 days, let me get my laptop, we actually made $2,276.42, and we spent $1,608.98, which is a grand net income of $667.44 over the last 2 days. So the second pillar of your CPA business, Parthenon, is going to be secondary search engines like Yahoo and MSN. Now, Yahoo and MSN obviously have their own pay-per-click platforms just like Google. And if your campaigns are working on Google, it's a pretty good chance that they're going to work on Yahoo and MSN as well. Not going to work all the time, but there's a pretty good chance that they'll work. So the third pillar that I want to talk about in our Parthenon is going to be something called Pulse 360. Now, Pulse 360 is another pay-per-click search engine that not many marketers know about. Now, Pulse 360 allows you to advertise on websites like msnbc.com, allows you to advertise on websites like IMDb, and there's tons of websites you can advertise on. That's something to keep in mind. Now, the fourth pillar, part of the Parthenon, is going to be CPV. CPV stands for cost per view. Now, CPV is really powerful, and basically, if you had your Google account slapped, that's where everyone's going towards now. It's the new traffic form, right? So we have CPV over here. We actually just ran a campaign on CPV, and I'm going to get my notes over here. And we started this on November 27th, and we ran it till Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. We actually netted $6,326.33 over 27 days. So remember when I walked you through the Google campaign just about 2 days ago? Well, I'm going to walk you through the same exact thing for the CPV campaign. But before I do that, I want to talk to you about another pillar, and it's a big pillar. It's called media buys. Now, media buys are where you've heard that the people make $100,000 days, right? They all come from media buys. And that's what they don't tell you. Now, one thing about media buys is that they're very risky. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but it's very, very risky. And that's why I suggest learning all of this first. These are your fundamentals. This is where you can make a great living, an awesome living. Well, with that in mind, let me walk you through how CPV works and the exact campaign that we're running that's making us money right now. All right, so here we are, inside our CPV campaign that's making us money right now. Now, before I get started, I just want to let you know what CPV is. CPV stands for cost per view. Now, when users go to this website, when web browsers go to this website, gamevance.com, they download a piece of software to play games and win prizes. Now, just to show you how popular this website is, we can look at the Alexa rank of the website, and it's 1,043. That means out of the billions of websites on the internet, this is in the top 1,043 websites. This is the 1,043 most popular website on the internet, period. So this is incredible. It's getting a lot of traffic, and there's a lot of traffic available for me to advertise to, right? So when I go to sign up, I just want to show you that, they tell you that you can win games. You just have to download a piece of software, and it says right here that you will see ads when you are online generally. On average, we will display 4 ads per day. So basically what they're saying is by downloading this software, we can send advertisements to you. And that's where we come in, the advertisers. So GameVance's parent company is TrafficVance. TrafficVance is the company where I advertise to the people who downloaded the software from GameVance. It's really interesting. So now what I can do is I'm showing you today, we're running an auto insurance campaign on TrafficVance. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to show you our first campaign, which is called Auto Insurance Biatch. We just threw it in there because we wanted to combine a bunch of stuff. It's pretty funny, actually. So what I want to do is click on targets. Now targets are basically like our keywords. And our keywords are, when you're doing CPV, your keywords are basically like any keyword that you want that's related to auto insurance, as well as the URLs. So now when someone visits like geico.com, I can send them my advertisement that says get cheaper auto insurance, and they can see my page. So that's very powerful. I can show them an advertisement on any website that they visit and any keyword that's related to the website. So you can look at some of these, right? I have firstchoiceautoinsurance.com. I have a bunch of misspellings. Let me find 4carinsurarancequotes.com. Bunch of URLs, AIG.com, and all these different auto insurance companies, Allstate.com. So what I'm doing is I'm actually bidding on all the auto insurance companies out there and all the auto insurance keywords out there, all the misspellings, all in one single ad group. Now there's no quality score, there's nothing to deal with, there's no landing pages. I'm even direct linking to them. So now when they visit geico.com and allstate.com, I can send them my advertisement directly to the offer of the auto insurance. Now, what this means is that there's so much traffic out there, and the people who have that software installed, I can send them my advertisements. It's completely targeted, right? How much more targeted can you get to someone who visits allstate.com looking for car insurance? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a campaign for you. I'm going to run a report for you, sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a report. Okay, wait till this loads. There we go. So I'm going to run a report on the auto insurance, and I'm going to pick the same creative name, and I'm going to pick the days that we ran it from. That was November 27th through December 24th, right? That's what we said earlier in the video. So I'm going to show this report, and what it's going to do is pull up my daily spend. So you can see I spent $200 that day on the 27th, and it kind of fluctuated in between, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to market leverage, and I'm going to show you my same exact stats for that particular campaign, and look at the number of leads and how much I've made. Now if you look at the 27th, it says 462, and I spent 226, so I instantly made about over $200 on that day. Now let's look at the totals, right? For about those those days that we ran it. It was about 27 days, and we grossed $20,416, and we spent the total on TrafficVance $14,089.67. So that's a net income of $6,326.33 over 27 days. That's $234.31 per day, just off this campaign. This campaign runs on autopilot. Don't have to touch it. I mean, the only time that we had to touch it once is because we brought down our server, and we had to pause it in between, and that's like right here. You can see that day that we actually stopped it. And you have to understand, this is extremely powerful. There's no blogs involved. We're actually sending them straight to the offer. This is the offer page right here. It's basically your your standard lead form, and we get paid $11 per finished form here. And we've been completely profitable on this campaign. So this is something that you can do right now. Here's something that you can take away from this video. You don't need to worry about game vans because that's where your customers are. Traffic vans. Go to trafficvans.com, sign up for an account, deposit some money in there, and you can throw a bunch of keywords in there and URLs related to what you're marketing to, find an offer that's related to that, and send them advertisements directly. This is probably, what I said before. When people get banned on Google, when people are getting slapped and they can't run anymore, this is where everyone's going, and this is still the wild, wild west. So now you know how a real CPA business works, but there's one secret, the biggest secret of them all, that the CPA guys aren't telling you. And that secret is going to be revealed in our next video, and we're going to show you how it can work for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you, and I'll see you in the next one.